too. Everything's expensive. I own a painting company. I still can't make it. I'm trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. Care what color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team. I'm finally done. Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fuck. I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new. Between the news and the stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. Not eating and you're struggling. Eat with me.
What's up, my people? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm telling you, wow, this topic is blowing up for a reason. Imagine, guys, I'm telling you, people are shocked, people are stressed, and the whole country is fearing it. Imagine, guys, today we are talking about these trending ideas, how some folks used to act like poverty was only a black problem. Imagine, this is insane, guys. Until Americans fatigue hit everybody. Guys, let's talk about what I saw. I will be right back with more commentary.
Because what do you mean? I've spent so much of my life working so hard to scrape by. And it never had to be like that. My suffering was at the expense of someone else becoming wealthy because they could. And I am so angry about this. It can't stay like this. It doesn't have to stay like this.
We can't have nice things because of your racism. And they are sick. They are learning that Americans have been living in squalor. White people are sick. They are learning that for 400 years, black people lived in slavery. They are realizing that they are too slaves. They are sick. They are twisted. Listen, when Donald Trump came out and said, why do we keep getting people from these shithole countries? My response was, bitch, America is the shithole country. And white people are learning the truth. For the past 4 years, they've been fighting woke.
I've reached the part in this whole class consciousness part where I'm just filled with the most impotent rage. And I'm talking that white hot, I need to sink my teeth and into something and scream kind of rage. Because what do you mean? That it never had to be this hard for us? What do you mean in other countries they don't have to spend 20% of their paycheck on groceries? What do you mean in other countries everyone can own homes? because they're not paying $2,000 a month in rent, or that their mortgages aren't like their entire paycheck. What do you mean that people in China work one job and they don't even work 40 hours and they can easily afford their life? And then I'm over here working 60 hours a week, just me as a single parent, to like barely make ends meet. And I'm penny pinching every single second. And like, there's so much of life that my kid misses out on and that I miss out on because of money and like work and no social support net. And you mean to tell me that it didn't have to be like this? They keep us in these chains on purpose, and it never had to be like this. Like, I did everything right. I went to college. I had to drop out of college to take care of my mom when she was sick because, again, no social services, like, no safety nets. My dad worked his whole life and died and left everything to my mom. My mom was disabled, and she lived on credit, and like, she barely made ends meet, and she did everything she was supposed to, and I did everything I was supposed to, and it just keeps getting worse.
I'm done again. Sitting at the table last night with my wife doing my taxes, and I said, wow, we've owned this house for a year now and paid all this interest, paid all these taxes. It's like, $1,500 a month total. I think the taxes equal about maybe $500 a month. So I'm thinking, wow, we're going to do our taxes. We're going to make a lot of money back. We have this house and, the American dream, owning a property. See how much. So we did the taxes without the house and with the house. And it was virtually the same. What's the benefit of having a damn house? I thought we had all kinds of tax savings. I thought it was going to give me a bunch of money back, but I guess I was wrong.
I've had enough. Yeah, I've had enough of this horse shit. I don't give a shit what kind of law you make. I ain't going to follow it. I ain't paying my taxes this year. I just don't even care. I'm not going to be ruled by tyrants. I'm done. No taxes. I'm not following your goddamn laws that you make that are arbitrary and unconstitutional. I just ain't doing it. I've had fucking enough of your bullshit. Washington State, Oregon, California, kiss my ass. I ain't following no more laws. No more new laws that don't make no sense. Your little snitch line and all your bullshit you got going on, I'm not doing it. I'm not funding your scams and your NGOs and your fucking bullshit. Your wars, your thieving. Yeah, thieving. You loudmouth politicians that don't give a fuck about the common person. I'm done. I've had enough. I am no longer going to participate in your horse shit. And I don't give a what you try to take from me. I come into this world with nothing. I'll go out with nothing. I don't give a you and off. And on top of that, you best leave me the alone, because you won't like the results if you come out here and try to stomp on my neck. It won't end well. I'm old, and I'm mean as leave me alone.
Let's talk about who the American dream was never meant for. From the start, the American dream was a myth. In the 1930s, the US government literally drew lines around primarily black neighborhoods in order to deny them loans, a process today known as redlining. Not only was this harmful because it kept black Americans out of homes, but it also denied them access to generational wealth. Meanwhile, throughout the 20th century, black workers and immigrants were exploited in factories, in mines, and in fields, while the rich got even richer. Not to mention union busting and wage theft kept families in poverty for decades, and we can even see those effects today. It's not that the American dream is broken, it's that it is a myth for the majority of people. It was meant for white middle-class people who had the resources to try to elevate themselves to the top 1%. So by supporting billionaires like Elon Musk or like Mark Zuckerberg, you are supporting a system that actively hurts minorities as well as the everyday people just like you. It's time for us to rebuild a system that is truly fair and equitable for everybody. Peace and love.
I'm sorry, but the American dream never fucking existed. Like what? Your dream is to work until you are 65 and decrepit and not be able to make ends meet the entire time? Like, I'm sorry, but that just does not sound remotely appealing to me. It's not even about the dream anymore. Like, people are literally just trying to afford living in America. And here's the thing. If you are working for America, you will never be able to live your dream life in America. Like,
For those of you that don't understand how truly awful the US has become, I'm going to put it into perspective for you. I saw my aunt yesterday and she told me a story that absolutely blew my mind. And it's really hard to tell me a story about the evil that America is right now that surprises me. But this surprised me. It's on another level. So my aunt is a realtor and she had a client in the past that she sold a second farm to. He is a farmer and he raises cattle, making an honest living. And so his original farm wasn't big enough for all of his cattle. So he had to get a second farm. And then his wife got pregnant and then a medical emergency happened. So basically the baby was born extremely prematurely and the wife almost died, but that's a separate issue. And so I want you to guess. I want you to formulate a number in your head about how much you think it cost for that baby to be in the hospital for 4 months because it was a premature baby. Take a minute, think about it. $900,000. Almost $1 million. What small business owner, farmer has $1 million. So now he has to sell his second farm. He has to sell some of those cattle. And for what? So his baby could survive America, right? So pro-life, huh?
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
Y'all know that we are slaves, right? Like, we're currently all slaves. Slavery never went away. It was just remodified as the working system. Every day you have to get up super early, spend 8 hours a day away from your friends, your loved one, your family, work for pennies on the dollar to make somebody else richer than they already are. And then you get hit with all these bills that you can barely afford because shit is going up. Things are way too expensive. And once you pay off all your ridiculously expensive ass bills, you're broke and have to go to work again the next day. And then once you get paid again to pay your bills, you're going to be broke again. It's literally a rat race. It's like the guinea pig on the hamster wheel. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way because I just got paid and now I'm broke. And don't get me wrong, I have money saved up, I have money in investments. But literally the chump change I got paid from my 2 jobs is all of a sudden gone because it went to bills. And now I have to go back to work again, wait a whole week to get paid to pay bills again. And the same amount of money I'm getting paid, people have 2, 3, sometimes 4 kids. I'm like, there's no way people are surviving, making the same money I am with dependents. I don't have any kids. I don't have a place of my own. I'm still living at the crib. Yet these people have like a whole bunch of bills, mouths that they have to feed, rules that they have to keep over their head, clothes that they have to buy. How are y'all doing that with the same amount of paycheck y'all get as me? It's literally impossible. Financial freedom is a whole flat out fucking lie. It's bullshit. Unless you were inherited money, grew up in a rich family, hit the lottery, heard a crazy sports betting parlay, you're never gonna get rich. You're never gonna get ahead because they don't want you to get ahead. They want you to stay slaves and depend on that job and work for the next 40, 50 years of your life. And when you finally can retire with the little bit of money that you were able to save, you can enjoy it. Your bones are going to be too brittle and weak to enjoy it. You won't physically be able to do the things at an older age compared to when you were younger. The United States working system was designed for us to be slaves for 40, 50, if not 60 years and then die. And then what happens when you die? They take half your money because of taxes. And don't get me started on taxes. That's another scam system that they created to keep you broke. It makes no sense how we go to work, bust our ass, and then they illegally take money from our paycheck. And then when it comes time to file taxes every single year, they demand you to pay more money on top of the money that they already illegally took in from you. The American dream is to get the fuck out of America.
Living in America is so expensive that it's not even living anymore. It's just a recurring subscription. You pay to live, you pay to work, you pay to eat, you pay to sleep. Rent, more than half your income. Groceries, doubled within a year. Gas, insurance, bills, taxes. Damn near make money just to give it away. You're not living the dream. You're financing your own exhaustion.
I believe that the government sold us a bill of goods when we were growing up and we were younger. And in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, they taught us that we have to achieve the American dream. The American dream was taught so much growing up to me. And like, you have these things, they put a vision in your head and then you try to achieve that vision. And as time progresses, you realize that vision or that dream becomes unreachable and unattainable. It's so interesting that our generation was the generation that missed out on what it was like to live the American dream. And what I mean by the American dream is you go to college, you get a degree, you finally get to get a good job. College isn't that expensive, so debt isn't that crazy. The cost of living wasn't that crazy. Once you get a job, you can buy a house because the housing market wasn't that crazy. Economy wasn't that crazy. Inflation was not a thing. But then that's all that they teach us. They don't teach us any other ways. But then when we get older, they change the whole entire system and they make the American dream unattainable and it's outdated. No one wants the white picket fence anymore with the family because one, they can't afford a family and they can't afford the house with the white picket fence. They can't afford kids, so there's no point in having kids. We cannot afford kids. Apartments are the same prices as houses. Like, are we serious? And then you finally realize, oh my gosh, I went to school for 4 years and now I'm $60,000 in debt, but I have nothing to show for it. You know how many videos I've came across and they were like, hey, I went to college for 6 years. I got my bachelor's degree, I got my master's degree, and I'm working as an Uber driver, or I'm working as a waitress or a waiter or something like that. I cannot find a job in my field. So interesting that they sold us a bill of lies growing up. They made us believe that we can reach something that was unattainable, but then what they do is they dangle it in front of us and we'll never be able to reach it. But then they wonder why this generation has woken up and we're not having kids. We're not, the kids that are younger right now, they're not planning to go to college. They're planning to start their own businesses or go straight into the workforce, straight into blue collar jobs. No one wants to go to college anymore. The college rates are dropping down. The birth rates are dropping down. No one's starting a family, which means no one's getting married. Marital rates are dropping down. The divorce rates are rising because the number one cause of divorce is finances. And so it's almost like they set us up. They set our generation up for failure. We live in the hardest time to find a job. So if you didn't need to hear it now, do not quit your job because it's gonna be very hard to find one. The prices for these stupid broken down cars nowadays, they break down within 5 years, but they wanna price them at $60,000 when they really should be $19,000. So the car inflation is crazy. No one wants the white picket fence with the family and the dog and the kids and everyone's going to college. No one wants that anymore because it's not attainable for us anymore. We wanted it growing up because that's what the vision that was given to us, but now it's to the point to where we don't even want it because it's unattainable and it's been made unattainable by you, the US government, the United States. Y'all made it unattainable. And so now we're just going through life. Honestly, y'all know how many comments I see where they say, oh, a meteor's coming to Earth. Hurry up, take us out of this place. This is the first time in my life I've seen the majority of individuals just want the world to end. Normally people have a desire to live. Isn't it crazy that this generation have a desire to die?
I was thinking about this. We are the richest country on the planet, one of the richest countries. Why does it look like ass? Like, really think about that for a second. Like, when you're driving, if you're not in like Florida or California or the coast of like Oregon or whatever, it's like, this place looks like shit. And we have so much money. Like, I'm thinking of like Europe and Japan and all the architecture like across the world and how beautiful it looks. Why don't we have like rose gold buildings and like Why does the Kmart's and like all of the stores look like shit? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm closing my eyes and I can imagine like what a country, like look at China, like Shanghai, like the coast, like all those videos you see, that's like no joke, stunning, beautiful, high tech. You would think America would look like that with the amount of money that we have, but it just looks like, you know what I mean?
I'm tired. Are y'all tired? Because...
Anyways, so let me say this fast. Poverty was never just one group's problem, but a lot of people acted like it was. They acted like money stress only hit black community. They act like it was something we should fix. Imagine, guys, this is very crazy. And while they stood on the side, they judge exactly. But for now everybody is tired. Exactly. First, rent is crazy. Grocery costs too much. Imagine, guys, bills keeps going up. Oh my god, this is very crazy. Jobs don't pay enough. Oh my god. And suddenly a lot of people are waking up and saying, wait, this system is not working for me either. And that's what the scripts were showing exactly. Guys, oh my god, this is a very crazy story. People who never had to think about poverty before are now feeling it. Imagine, guys, this is very insane. And for now, they are upset and they are stressed. Now they are saying this is not fair. And black Americans are looking like, yeah, we've been saying that. I'm not laughing at anyone's. Exactly. This is very understandable. And let me be clear about that, guys. Money stress is very real, but the shock some folks are having, exactly, that shocked dog. That how could this happen to me, exactly. Energy. Black communities have lived with that for a generation. Oh my god, this is very, very, very tragic, guys. And that's why this is trending, because when one group struggled, it was easy for people to blame them. Exactly. I'm on the point, guys. But for now, the struggle is hitting more people and they are realizing this is a system problem and not black problem. Guys, did you catch the point very well? And a lot of those clips showed people saying they never thought they would be living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine, living paycheck to paycheck. Imagine, it's very crazy, guys. They never thought they would need help, exactly. They never thought they would be tired like this. Oh my god. Guys, did you catch it? But that's the truth. And anyway, American is wearing everybody down. When black folks talked about this years ago, a lot of people didn't listen. Imagine, because they said, work harder. They said, you are complaining. They said, you are lazy. Imagine, it's very crazy, guys. But for now, that they are feeling the same pain, and the story changed, exactly. And now they want answers. Now they want support. Now they want help. And this moment is very important to them, because now people can finally see that poverty hits all kind of people, stress hits all kind of people, and hard times don't care about race. Exactly, this is truly understandable, guys. So, guys, some folks are learning something new. They are learning that the system doesn't protect everybody. They are learning that life is hard for millions of Americans. Exactly. They are learning that what black communities have been saying was real. This is a very interesting key point, guys. Everybody's here. And honestly, guys, maybe this moment can open more eyes to them, because the problem we face in this country don't get fixed until people stop blaming groups and start. Oh my god, this is very crazy. This is very insane, guys, and understanding the bigger picture. So, guys, that's my reaction. And after watching all the clips, what do you think, guys? What's on your mind? Is America finally seeing that poverty is not a one less problem? Guys, a very interesting question to answer. Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, subscribe if you have more real talk reaction video. See you in the next one. Bye.